All right, guys, today we got writing exponential and power functions. Exponential and power functions, going to show you one of each. Really stay with me here. But this should be all you need. But really watch the video closely. All right, first slide says write the exponential function. I've got that looks like this, where the x is the exponent, whose graph passes through 112 and 3108. Now don't forget this. The reason the graph passes through those two functions, those 2 points, is because they solve the equation. That is the only reason why they pass through there. So we're going to use those 2 points to find out what our function is. So I'm going to rewrite the function here. That's what our goal is. That looks terrible, by the way. Our goal is to figure out what a and b are using the x and y's they gave us. So I'm going to take that first point, the 1 and 12, and I'm going to plug it in. The 12 in for the y, the 1 in for the x. And I'm going to solve for it. I'm going to divide. Well, it says, first of all, b to the first power is just b, which means a is 12 over b. That's what a is. Keep that in mind. That's what a is, 12 over b. So now I write my other one over here. I'm going to do the same thing again, except I'm going to use my second point, use the 108 and the 3, like this right here. Except the difference is I'm going to take my a, and I'm going to plug that in over here. So a was 12 over b, so I'm going to do 12 over b times b cubed. And what's going to happen when I do this, my b's cancel, which makes that b squared. So I get 108 equals 12b squared. I'm going to divide by 12, which is 9. Take the square root, and I get 3. All right, now, I would get plus or minus 3 right here, but I know it's exponential growth because it's going from 12 to 108. I can tell it's going up, so I know the b has got to be positive there. So I'm going to write my answer right here. Well, I need to find my a. Before I do that, I need to find my a. To find a, I'm going to put the 3 in where the b was. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So I know for a fact that a is 4. So my function is going to be 4 times 3 to the x power. I need that to look just like the function in the problem up there. Okay, and that's how you do exponential. Plug in each equation, plug in each point to the equation, and work it out. That's all you got to do. And now this slide says to find the power function. Difference in the power function is the exponent now is a b. Your x is actually in the equation and b is the exponent, whereas the last slide was a times b to the x power. This one's a times x to the b power, whose graph passes through these 2 points. Now, don't forget, the reason that they pass through the 2 points is because they solve the equation, they work in the equation. So I'm going to take the first one, I'm going to put the 2 in for the y, and the 3 in for the x to the b power. Same thing with the second one, put the 9 in for the y, put the 6 in for the x to the b power. Okay, solve this for a, I'll get 2 over 3 to the b power. And I'm going to do just what I did last time. I'm going to take that a right there and plug it in the other equation. So I'm going to have 9 equals 2 over 3 to the b power. I don't know, I'll put 3b. It should be 3 to the b power. There we go. Times 6 to the b power. All right, now. And because they have the same exponent, the 3 and the 6, I can cancel those. So I'm going to say 3 goes into 6 2 times, so that's going to give me 2 times 2 to the b power. I'm trying to get b by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by this 2. 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. And then I get here, this is where the weird step's going to come in. When you don't know what the exponent is and you can't find it, you have to do the log. Remember, the answer to a log is the exponent, so I'm going to take the log of both sides. I'm going to take the log of this side, and I'm going to take the log of this side. Right now, the beauty of this is, remember where the exponent goes in a log. The exponent goes in the front, so I'm going to move the b to the front of log 2, and I have log 4.5. So let's move this up a little bit, make it a little smaller. So I'm basically going to divide here by log 4.5 divided by log 2, and that's going to give me just the b. When I punch it in my calculator, I'm getting 2.17. So there's my b right there. And to find my a, I'm going to plug that right back where I started. So for my a, I'm going to punch in my calculator 2 over 3 to the 2.17 power, and just see what I get when I do that. And let me punch that real quick. I want to punch that in. I got a equals 1.84. So there's my a. There's my b right here. So now I can write my function just like you saw in the directions. So I'm going to write y equals 1.84 x to the 2.17 power. Okay, basically we use substitution from way back. this is one day. I don't expect you to be perfect at this when you come into class tomorrow for sure. Don't fret very much if you're like, gosh, this seems awfully hard. It's not as bad as you think it is. And we will get better at it tomorrow, but trust me, we're going to do about 4 or 5 of each one. So hang in there, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.